Okay. And once again, welcome you all. So, my name is Prashant. So I'm a technical lead at Apistopi Consulting Services. It's a platinum, uh, you know, uh, uh, consulting firm with Salesforce, and I'm a 12-time Salesforce certified. I recently got certified as application architect, uh, and then I lead a community group for marketers as well. I'm a trailhead mentor, and that's my Twitter and LinkedIn. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. So, and let me just turn off my video so that we don't have any interruptions while I share my screen. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So I'll just quickly, complete the session because it's already Sunday and everybody is in the holiday mood for the coming Monday tomorrow. So if I sound tired and all, pardon me for that because I haven't slept for since yesterday. Okay, so if look tired and all, please excuse me for that. And let's start our session. Agenda. We are going to cover like what is a campaign. Okay, probably.
Prashant, can you please make this presenter mode?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm sorry. Okay. Better.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll be covering about what campaign is and what is a master template. Why do we use master template? Why do we create a master template? And then I'll just be covering about sharing folder versus local folder. What is the use of a sharing folder? What is the use of a local folder? And then probably next I'll start covering the demo part where we have like where do we store assets and where do we have a shared folder inside marketing cloud and how do you store assets inside a shared folder as well. And then we'll just quickly move to the email studio. We'll show you like what all different content blocks that we have in email studio and how do we design an email studio. Sorry, how do we design an email inside the email studio. And then we just try to preview and test email. In fact, I'm sorry to say, but I do not have Litmus Tool in my marketing cloud, but I can just showcase that in one of the Pardot accounts that I have. It's kind of the same. Only thing is the UI differs with marketing cloud and Pardot. That's it. But the functionality remains the same. And then we'll just go through what is the dynamic content, what are the different types of dynamic contents that we have, and then what are the different types of emails and types. And if you have any question and answers, then we can just take it up, and then we'll have the quiz, as Kathy has already mentioned that. Right. Okay, so let's start. So campaign. So what is a campaign? Why do we use campaigns in marketing cloud or any other marketing tool as well, be it Pardot or Marketer, so far and so forth. Okay, and what is the purpose of having a marketing campaign as well? So it's kind of a project that we try to plan, that we try to arrange and try to manage and track it. Okay, so it's kind of a you I think in your projects, like you might have noticed, we have a Jira tool that we try to see how many tasks are there, at what time this task has to be completed, the story points and all, right? So that's kind of an organizing of the project. Similarly, inside marketing cloud, we try to organize the assets, we try to organize the email sends, we try to organize different campaigns or forms, right? So inside the content builder, when we build a new form also, like we try to organize them, right? So that is where we use campaign. Okay, and campaign is not only used to organize the things, we use campaign also to track. Okay, so if we have some 10,000 prospects generated through a specific campaign, we link those 10,000 prospects to the specific campaign. Okay, and say we try to calculate the return of investment that we have spent on a specific campaign. Okay, so for example, take this as an example. Right now there are multiple sales going on in the online platforms, right? Amazon and Flipkart are running this Republic Day sale, right? So even before the Republic Day sale started, that's today, ideally, for the past 1 week, you might have noticed in Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, ad campaigns everywhere, right? So that's where how they're trying to target the people, are trying to lure the people to purchase the products. So how do these things happen, right? So whenever a campaign, for example, a company like, for example, XYZ, okay, it's trying to do this advertisement, right? So what it does is it tries to calculate what how much amount of money that I'm investing, okay, on this specific campaign to lure the customers, and at the end of the event, how much revenue will I be generating. Okay, so that's called return of investment, right? So I'm spending some 250k dollars, so I should at least get somewhere greater than 250k dollars. That's where I try to make profit out of that, right? So that's the thing that I try to calculate. Okay, how do I get to know that stuff, like how much information, how much money did I earn through after I spent on this campaign, how many prospects did I lure into this particular through this campaign, right? So that's something where the campaign tries to help the marketers to get all this stuff. Okay, so we do have multiple fields inside a campaign, where we can say, hey, I've spent some 250k, that's my budget, and based on the opportunity closed ones, I try to collect the information and say, hey, okay, these are all the deals that got sold, and this is the amount that I've received. Okay, so all these opportunities get linked through prospects, and then we get the return of investment calculated. Okay, uh, the other thing, what is the use of a campaign is to tag your content, as I already mentioned, because the content can be on the basis of different events, right? Again, the same example, you might have noticed that there might be different sales running across the year: Great Indian Festival, Independence Day, Republic Day sale, sometimes Diwali Dhamaka sale, kind of stuff, right? So whenever we try to create content, we try to associate with the specific campaign. Okay, so that is one of the purpose of having a campaign in the system as well. Okay, so it doesn't only plan and coordinate, it even helps you to measure cross-channel campaigns in real time. Okay, so with the campaign tags for the content as well. Okay, and you can also see it on a calendar view. So I'll also try to show you like how we create a campaign inside a marketing cloud during our demo sessions. Okay, uh, so quickly moving on. So we have a master template, okay, and its uses. So what is the purpose of having a master template? Okay, so it's a single source of truth kind of stuff. Currently we do have wherever we go, we hear the single source of truth, customer 360 kind of stuff, right? So similarly, like what do we have? It's a kind of a blank template or a pre-built template that we can utilize or clone it and reuse the content for multiple campaigns, multiple emails, multiple content. It is not restricted to only emails. You can also have different in the content builder as well, create a master template for that, and later point of time utilize the same master template for other purposes as well. Okay, similarly in mobile studio, which would be learning forward as well, you can do the similar kind of stuff. Okay, so if you're sending a campaign, like I've just given an example down below, like if you're sending a campaign to multiple countries that have multiple languages, right? So each language requires a separate email. That means like each language does require a separate email because we would like to have a targeted audience rather than a general audience, right? So in that specific case, what we can do is we can just create a master template for all this kind of stuff, and then using a dynamic content which you would be learning in the later point of time, so you can alterate the different images, okay, on the base of gender and kind of stuff. Okay, so you can utilize these master templates for multiple use cases. If you want to do a transaction emails, you can do that. So transaction emails are basically like, so for example, I did a transaction of 2000 from a bank account, right? I do get a transactional email that I would receive, right? So such kind of emails, I do not need to always go rebuild, hey, hi Prashant, you have done 2000 rupees transaction. Or else probably if I'm doing on a credit card, with different types of credit cards, Visa, MasterCard, or probably uh, other credit cards like FBB style of credit card, or so I do not need to go every time and say type or create a new email for such kind of thing. All I have to do is create a master template, clone it, and change a particular few words where I would like to change, and then utilize them. Okay, that's the thing that I can do, and that's what we marketers also do. We do not do this repetitive job that what robots are meant to do. Okay, right? So what we do is we create a master template, we leave it, And for further process as well, like for example, even I want to create a not only a transactional email but probably as a commercial email as well. So I would like to send out a new email, but I want to have a uh, pre-built template so that I can just clone, make necessary changes and shoot. Okay, to reduce the effort, to reduce the time, so we can just build a master template which can be reusable, and then we can utilize it for multiple use cases as well. Okay, so that's what, what is a master template and its use cases. um, Quickly moving, so we have what is a sharing folder versus local folder. Okay, so it's typical example is if you have a networking machine, right, probably a laptop that's connected to a server, right? So you would definitely know what is a local folder, where it resides on your machine itself, and you try to save all your content into the local folder. And what's a sharing folder? If since you are connected to a server, right, so you would like to have a kind of information shared within your entire team or the machines that are connected to the server, right? So that's where the sharing folder helps you to connect with all other machines connected to the server. All you have to do is create a sharing folder in the server, and drop the content that you would like to share with the team. You just upload it over there, or just place the files in that particular sharing folder, and it gets accessed by all other people. Okay, and then that's how the sharing folder also works for you, right? So but in Marketing Cloud, it's typically the same, where you can utilize sharing folder in local folder. But here, slight changes are BUs, okay, business units. So it's kind of a server and client mechanism itself, where you would like to, I have a couple of BUs, business units. Okay, so for example, for Salesforce, right, we have Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, right, Commerce Cloud and whatnot. We have so many BUs. These are all business units inside Salesforce. Okay, so now I have some content, okay, that I would like to share. The images, basically the Astro images, the brand image, right? So these kind of images, right? So it's unique or common across all the email templates that you will be receiving, or you might be seeing in your emails, right? So I do not need to upload into the sales local folder. I do not need to upload into the service local folder and all kind of stuff. Like I do not need to do this again and again. So in this case, what comes into picture is the sharing folders. So what I can do is I can just go upload into the sharing folder and just give them the share access with the share access again can be restricted. You can only view and send the content or probably edit it. Okay, so edit, again there are two types: edit the content globally. Okay, probably you would like to edit the content globally so that the changes that you made in the content gets reflected to the entire BUs, or probably you would like to edit it locally. Okay, that means like you're just trying to create a copy for yourself in your local folder. Probably I'm just working on sales BU, so I would just try to click on edit locally, so that I can just say go create a copy that I made changes for myself in my local folder, rather than making it available for the entire BUs, right? That's how local and shared folders do work. Okay, and as I've already mentioned right in the slides, the content is shared to the current BU's business unit from other business units or across your entire enterprise. Okay, so you can share the content only between two business units, or probably 10 business units, or for the entire enterprise, some if it contains like 12, 15, 20 business units as well, and you want the content to be visible for the entire level. That's what you do it at the enterprise level. Okay, so yeah, as of the third point also covers that. And again, we have the content permissions, which I've already mentioned during our discussion, right? So again, like nothing much I've covered about the local folder, but yeah, what it does is it tries to retain the content that you make within your BU itself. Okay, the content editing or the changes that you make for the content will still remain in your same BU, and you would be able to access all the files of your BU within your BU, so that others will not be able to access the content from other BUs. Okay, so for that we have these sharing folders. Okay, so we do have share limits. Okay, you can only share content with 2000 business units. To share to more than 2000 business units, you need to use share across enterprise. Okay, so that is what we have, or the duplicate content and share the duplicates to separate groups. Okay, so you would have to again like duplicate the content and share it with few other different groups as well, which can be viewed in the content builder setup. Okay, that's absolutely visible, right? When you just go click and just say content builder setup. Again, like shared folder can contain a maximum of 5000 content items. If you require more, subfolders. Okay, that's what we have. You can create as many subfolders as you want. You can share the parent folder, or else you can share the child folder as well. Okay, you do not have any restriction that you cannot share the child folder as such. Okay, you can share any kind of folder that you're creating in the shared folder sections. Okay. Okay, so overview of the assets and location in the shared folder, I'll be like showing you in the demo. Okay, let's start. I would not speak much, but I would rather show you.
Prashant,
Cool. Okay. So for those who haven't saw Marketing Cloud yet, this is how it looks like. It doesn't look like the lighting of Salesforce though, but yeah, it's definitely improving these days. Okay, so you have different studios. Okay, so on the top, like you can just click on this and automatically this the studios and the builders will appear right down below. Okay, you have email studio for emails, mobile studio for mobile related activity like push notifications or SMS, social studio basically for your social studio engagements like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook kind of stuff. Advertising, as I've already mentioned in the campaigns, right? So you do have this advertising studio where you can track all the advertisements that you're trying to publish through different channels. Okay, and then web studio for your cloud pages, interaction studio, which is booming right now for all interactions that your prospects do on your websites or your e-commerce portals and whatnot. Okay, so that's all we do have. Okay, so let's quickly go to email studio. Okay, so there are a couple of ways on how you create a content. Okay, you can either go to the email studio and click on email, and then just say, hey, I can see content on the top, and just click on content. You would definitely land onto the content page where you can create the content. Okay, yeah, else you do have something else called as a content builder, where you can just go build and the UI is typically the same. Okay, you can also go there and build or create your content whatever you would like to create over there as well. Okay, so yeah, so all your content that you create will be visible over here. It might be a template, that means like an email template or an image or some files. Okay, or dynamic contents, whatnot, everything will be visible directly from here. You can access everything. Okay, so before I go anything further, I would like to even show you like how do you create a campaign. Okay, so we do have a different section for calendars and campaigns on the top. It's not like every day you see, like you just see from here. You cannot find a campaign. You should be able to see it on the top. Okay, so this is where you will be able to go create a campaign. Okay, and this is where you will be able to switch your business units. Okay, so I don't have multiple business units. I just have one business unit. So I cannot show you the other business unit though, but yeah, that's how you go to the campaigns. Okay, and then try to create a campaign for yourself. Okay, or to tag your assets, or probably to run your campaign on emails or ad studio, whatnot. Okay, all you have to do is just create a campaign, name it, wait, session 3. Okay, would like to give a description. This campaign is used to trigger emails. Okay, and you have a factor limit as well. We'd like to have a calendar color. This is something we would also use this because we would like to know what campaign has run on which day. Instead of seeing at the names, we can utilize colors to identify those campaigns. Okay, so when is this going to get deployed? You would like to specify a future date, you can do that. Okay, and you would like to specify who's your campaign owner. Okay, you can do it like choose the owner directly from the list of users that you have. Okay, if you have a campaign code that you would like to link this with, you can do that, or probably tags. Okay, so I can just save it is a tag. I'm just trying to tag it and then just click on create. Okay, the moment you click on create, the campaign gets created. Okay, so you can see like what is the storyboard, like the storyboard, sets, triggers of emails and everything can be displayed over here. Okay, that's how you create a campaign. So simple, right? Yeah, very, very simple. So initially I showed you how you can go to the content builder to create content in your email studio, but now I am going through the content builder on the homepage. Okay, it's one and both the same. Okay, there is no difference between that. Okay, it's just that the navigation is different. Okay, so you can just come to the content builder. Okay, so where if you have access to the multiple business units, you will be able to see all your business units towards the left. Okay, there is a dock panel towards the left which shows local and shared folders section. Okay, so you can have different BUs, local folders of the BUs can be visible over here. Okay, so I just have one single business unit, so that's why you're just seeing one. But you have multiple business units, and you need to have access to those business units as well to make sure that the business units are visible towards the left dock in the left right. So that's how you can access the local folders. Okay, so it's very simple to create a folder. Okay, all you have to do is just right click and do a create folder and say Prashant, right? So and just click on create or name some other name as well. That's absolutely fine. And automatically there will be a subfolder that can be created. You would like to create a parent folder above. All you have to do is right click on the content builder and just click on create folder. Okay, so I can just save it. You can create a local folder. Okay, so that's how you create folders. Okay, so you can delete a folder, you can rename a folder, you can also move the folder. Okay, so you do have that ability to move the folders from one parent folder to the other parent folder as well. Okay, just in case you did a mistake and you have created a separate folder, you can always change that. Okay, so that's about the local. Like you can always create like when you upload a content, I would be showing you like how you can associate it with the folders as well. Okay, so what about shared folders? Since I don't have BU, I cannot directly show it to you, but you do have the shared folders where it just specifies that the content of this particular section is being shared. Okay, so you can restrict the content within different BUs or probably shared across the entire enterprise as well. Okay, again, like you do have the ability to create subfolders as well. Okay, since I just have one business unit, right, I cannot create the folders, but yeah, you can always do a right click create folder and you should be able to create a folder inside shared. So once you create a folder as well, you can just you have this option of modify sharing. Okay, so all you have to do is just click on modify sharing and you can give the sharing access just like how you do the sharing rules or sharing sets inside Salesforce, right? So you create a public groups, you go to public group, create a public group and write your sharing rules, right? That's how even the marketing shared folders also work. All you have to do is like create a folder and share across your BUs or probably with the users as well. Okay, that's how you can do. Okay, so coming back. Okay, oh, let me go back to the presentation. What do we have next? Okay, assets, right? So let me show you like what you can do with different kinds of assets, right? So inside the content builder on the top right corner you should be able to see a create button. If you do not have that, means you do not have a permission to create content. So you'll have to reach out to your admin to get the necessary permissions, right? So you have multiple options over here. You would like to create a single email message, you can do that. Probably an email template. Okay, so for example, you would like to create a master template. Okay, you can do that, or probably other kind of email templates you would like to utilize it for. You can use that. You can either, as I told, right, if you have already a master template, you can do it from the existing template, or probably the designers who can build. You have your in-house designer team who might have built you fancy designed email templates, and you have got the HTML with you. You can just come over here, just click on paste HTML. Okay, and there will be a email template open where you can just go paste the HTML. Okay, and all you have to do is just follow necessary precautions, like you need to have email preference center, or you know unsubscribe page mandatorily. So that's something what you can do. Okay, and you do have content blocks. Okay, so there are multiple content blocks like A/B testing button. Okay, so again, like code snippets, you would like to have different types of code snippets. You can have them like pre-built and store them so that you could utilize them in your email templates at a later point of time. You have dynamic content. Okay, you have enhanced dynamic content. Okay, you do have external content where if at all you would like to store information in a different uh, section, and you would like to extract using this into the marketing flow. That's where you use external content. Have a free form HTML image block, just an image block you would like to have, or probably image carousel as well. Like marketing cloud does support image carousels. Okay, so you can have image carousel as well. You can, if at all you would like to create a custom layouts, right? You do have by default some standard layouts inside marketing cloud which you can utilize to build your email templates. But if at all you would like to have a custom layout, you can just come and build it as well. You do have smart capture, social follow, social share. Okay, text based email templates you would like to have, you can just do that text as well. Okay, that's something you should be able to see it in the content blocks. Okay, so again, it's mobile app, in-app message or push notification. Okay, this should be covered in your mobiles studio. Okay, so when you upload a content, right? So if at all you would like to upload the content, all you have to do is just come over here, upload either content or enhanced dynamic content. So there is a special section for enhanced dynamic content. Okay, so that's how you should be able to do that. Okay, so for example, I just want to create an email template. Okay, so what I can do, I just go from an existing template. Okay, so when I say that, I have the ability to either choose the basic ones that I have. So there are so many email templates that are there. So you structures that you can get. Okay, all you have to do is choose that, design your stuff, or else probably because this already have where you would like to place an image. Uh, okay, so where you should be placing a text. Okay, so that kind of ready to go, on the go kind of email templates are already available. But if at all you would like to build it yourself with just a skeleton, okay, you do have this. Okay, you can just do a basic one column, or left side, right side, newsletter kind of stuff. All you can do with this, or probably if you have some themed. Okay, so you would like to see some colors brighten up your image, sorry, emails and all. You have that ability to choose your themes. Okay, or something that you have already saved. That means like you might have already built an email template, and probably you have already saved them inside the marketing cloud, your database, right? So you something called as a master template, right? I just created one master template for Nike. All I have to do is just click on that, make some necessary changes, or clone it and utilize it for my next email campaign, right? That's what I can do. Okay, so you have multiple things. So I'll just go with empty because I can cover my next part of the demo as well. Okay, so I am just trying to choose basic two column. I click on select. Okay, so it just gives you a pop-up. If you do not want, you can disable that, but I just love to have those pop-ups, in fact, so that sometime in future I might learn more if there are any new features that are coming up, right? So this is how a basic layout looks like. Okay, and to the left you will have all the blocks that you would need. uh, Other than this, in my experience, I have never used anything else. Okay, you get everything over here. All you have to do is drag and drop. If you ever felt like there is something that is missing, you do have an HTML. You can just go build your HTML, or probably use code snippet, AMP script and all. Okay, that's available for you anyways. Okay, so again, like you do have the content. Okay, So what type of content is available for you to utilize. Okay, so what filters, like you would like to say, hey, I just want to see the items in one of my colleagues folder, you can see that, or probably in my folder you can see that, which I don't have anything, right? So I would like to see from the parent folder completely, I have the ability to see those, right? Right now, apart from that, I would like to design a layout. Okay, so I can just say drag, drop. I don't need to do anything else, just drag, drop. It's as simple as that. Now on top of that, I would like to say, hey, I just want to have a button over here. Okay, so I did have a button, sorry. Yeah, so I did have a, okay, let me do one more thing. Yeah, so I just sorry. Yeah, I just want to have a button. I want to rename it, say uh, sign up for Trailhead, right? So I just have different kind of font sizes, colors. Okay, I can just do a color pick as well. It's not that I'll have to just restrict myself for that, but I do have the ability to do that, right? So I can just make it look at least good for now. So I have the alignments. I can just do the alignment as well for you, like center aligned, left aligned, right aligned. You have that ability all through clicks, no code. Okay, so I do have the ability to adjust my padding as well for this. Okay, I just want to reduce, I can do that. I just want to increase it, I can do that. Okay, it's absolutely there. And I can even do the borders as well. Okay, so pretty much everything even linked to it, right? So all you have to do is https and say trailhead.com. Okay, you can just do that. And I just said title, and I would like to have a tracking alias or conversion tracking. I just do that and just say hey, and just click on done editing. My button is ready, right? So similarly you have different other stuff as well. Okay, so I if at all I just do not want to do anything over here, I can just come down over here and create some other blocks and add the blocks over here. So probably a text, I do have the ability to add the text. An image block, I do have the ability to add an image. Either you can just browse it, or probably you're using a file that is externally available. Okay, that means like it's a public file that anybody can access it. Okay, so through Salesforce CMS, or probably if it's a file that you are hosting on your Pardot, right? So Pardot, all Pardot files that you're trying to host inside Pardot are externally available, right? You can just access if you have the URL. So if you have such things, or probably from your website, uh, uh, one more better example, you can just get the URL and paste it over here. For now, I just try to utilize the image and say, hey, I just want to put my engagement image over here. Okay, so I just want to have that pictorial graph, so I just wanted to place it over here. I can just adjust the dimensions as well, absolutely fine. The borders, again, the image border, whatnot, you can do all the stuff. Okay, so there's plenty of options that are available even without, sorry, yeah, done editing. I'm sorry. Okay, suppose that again, like you, if at all you would like to have a free form, you can do that. Code snippets, all you have to do is drag and drop, as I suggested, right? If at all you have a designer who can build you a code snippet, you all you have to do is just come, drag and drop the stuff over here. Okay, so HTML image block, as I suggested, you can always do that stuff. Okay, you have external content, you would like to bring the external content on your email template, you can do that. You have dynamic content and enhanced dynamic content. A/B test, you can do that. You can do the A/B testing as well over here. Like, what is the purpose of A/B test, if you would ask me? So I can specify, or get the win rate of an email before I trigger it to a larger audience, right? So probably if there are some 10,000 prospects and I have two types of email content that I would like to know which one would perform better, that's when A/B tests come into picture and will help me to identify um, the correct email at a smaller audience level, and and once I get the win rate and say, hey, this is the email template that wins, I can send it to a larger audience, right? It's how you can do. You have a reference content as well. If you, let's say, hey, for this is the reference content, or else probably for this you would like to have something else like as a reference content, you can also do that. Image carousels, as I already told earlier or mentioned earlier, you do have the ability to have image carousels inside marketing cloud, something which still product lacks. I don't know. I never got a chance to use, but I still feel that product still lacks over there. That's an advantage for marketing cloud. Again, you do have social follow. Okay, so these are just buttons. Okay, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Okay, so you do have the styles over here. Okay, so ideally in other marketing tools, I think you should be able to download those images, upload them into your content, and then adjust them for yourself. But inside marketing cloud, you do get out of the box. Okay, so that's one good feature even with marketing cloud. Okay, and if at all I would like to have a social share, I can do that, like share, tweet, forward. Okay, and you can also track this. Okay, to whom you're forwarding. Okay, or uh, if you're forwarding to a different email, you get a chance to track that as well, like how many forwards have happened. Okay, what's the IP of the visitor, or who has visited, or who has got the forwarded email. It's something that you can get. Okay, so yeah, so pretty much that's it for the content. So let's see, what do we have. Oh yeah, preview and test your email including Litmus tool, right? Okay, so I've done just, I've completed my email template build. All I have to do is, say where is my location, whether this is getting shared or not, right? I have the ability to choose that, right? Just say, hey, let's name it Shant, some, just something. I don't get the names very easily. Yeah, I'm just trying to save it. Okay, so I have saved it. Now I'm just trying to exit. Yeah. Yeah, so you should be seeing that, I have that over here, so I can just open it again. And um, okay, so I can either duplicate it if this is a master template, or else I can just delete or copy the location where this is, so that I can utilize it later point of time. Okay, so that's something you can do with the email template. And with regarding to the Litmus tool, right? I'm so sorry I was not able to show it for you over here. But yeah, what I can do for you is show you how it works inside template. Okay. So all I have to do is, I have a rendering. Let me go refresh. Okay, so tool is the same, it gives you the same results. Only thing is, it's inside marketing cloud you can do that, or you know inside Pardot also you can do the same. Okay, all I have to do is, once I click on rendering, right, so I just need to see like how it appears on different devices, right? That's where the mobile, or else the reactive nature of the emails comes into picture, right? So because these days the screen size are again becoming taller and taller. I don't know, I will never become a tall person, but screen size are really becoming taller, right? So the rendering are changing. Okay, because iPhones are still having just 5 to 5.5 max inches, but then Androids are leading with 6 inches, 6.4, 7 tall, 17 is to 9 aspect, 21 is to 9 aspect ratios, right? So when you have different devices as such, but you are going to trigger out one email with people having different devices. Okay, but you would like to know like how it renders on email clients as well, not only devices, right? Outlook renders the email in a different way, Gmail renders in a different way, and Apple's mail, whatever it is, I don't know, but yeah, Apple's mail also doesn't render very well, if it renders very well in Gmail. Okay, I did face a lot of issues. If we don't have a Litmus tool, at least we need to have an Apple device to see how it renders inside an Apple. Okay, so this Litmus tool helps you to see if I just want to see the client is having a 2007 Outlook, how does it looks like for him. Okay, that's something you can get. or probably Gmail in Firefox. How does it looks? Okay, or probably I would just say iPhone 11, right? How does it look in an iPhone 11, right? So now I just know that this is rendering perfectly in the devices. I can just send it out. But what if I don't? I came to know that it's not rendering properly in few of the devices. I just need to know what is its screen size, so that I just go make it mobile, make it the screen. I mean the graphics reactive to the respective screen sizes. Okay, and then just come back, re-render it again, and check for myself, and then just trigger it out. Okay, that's how the Litmus tools works for you. Okay, again, like you have different things like desktop email clients. Okay, web email clients. I mean on the browser level, like you have Gmail for Chrome, Android, like different operating systems, right? So you do have the ability to check that. And again, these are mobile email clients, like all the mobile devices. Major mobile devices are already available inside Litmus. All you have to have is a premium account to have your Litmus in your mailbox. That's something I don't have. So, okay, so that's about Litmus tool. Let me see if I have any questions.
Yes, we do have a few questions for you. So, as you can see,
Okay, can you please explain scale to fit? Okay, scale to fit in the sense like you have an image of some dimensions like uh, smaller dimensions, and the content block has got some larger dimensions. That's where we use scale to fit. Okay, but if the image quality is poor, right, the scale to fit, even if you utilize scale to fit, it looks odd. Okay, so probably disproportionate, I would say, like scattering away the pixels of the image, right? So that happens. So if at all you want to utilize scale to fit, okay, then I would suggest you have a better quality image, probably a 1080p image. That would be better to utilize for a scale to fit. Okay, yeah, for example, high resolution, you answered for yourself. Yeah, so you can utilize high resolution images for scale to fit. Okay.
if you go to the QA section, there are a few.
uh, yeah, I will cover enhanced dynamic content, Einstein content, reference content. Yeah, I think I've already covered reference content, right? So external content I've already covered. Einstein content, it's like inside Marketing Cloud you do have Einstein, right? So if at all you would like to have the Einstein related content in your email templates, probably analytics also, you have the ability to pull those information and display it in your email templates and send it out to your stakeholders, right? So stakeholders are the key people who always require these analytics, right? So that's where you can utilize the Einstein content for yourself. So to current, how to fetch current date in email template, you can do it through AMP script if at all you would like to do so, or else you do have SSJS, or you can also use HTML. Okay, so server side JavaScript also can be utilized to build email templates as well. That's is there. No, it's already available inside Marketing Cloud. The reason I was not able to show it to you inside Marketing Cloud because my account of Marketing Cloud doesn't have Litmus Tool license. Okay, so if you are trying to go build the email template inside the Email Studio, uh, it's still loading. I'll definitely try to show it to you. You will have the Litmus Tool right in the left dock itself. Okay, so you do have that ability inside the Marketing Cloud. Okay. No. What if it renders well while testing in Litmus, when received by real customers it does not render well? No, I don't think so, Saurabh, because this is the first time. If this has happened with you, probably uh, there might be some error, but I have never noticed like rendering issues when if already checked with Litmus, it haven't it has been successfully delivered as as we require itself for the clients as well. So it will never happen. It's what I know. How do we judge?
Before,
Yeah.
before you move on, we have Gilda back with us.
Okay.
Gilda, we would love to hear something from you about how wonderful this marketing cloud is. We are super glad that you have joined us. Our trailblazers are very excited to hear something from you.
Hi everyone, can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you all for squeezing me in and allowing me to participate in today's session. I think first of all, I want to thank the coordinators for putting this together. It does take a lot of work for those who are attending to just coordinate, get the right speakers, and make sure the right information is being presented to you. For some of you who don't know me, my name's Gail Hilaire. I am the Director of Product Marketing over at Salesforce. And, I've been in this digital space for about 15 years. I've worked solely my entire career for the past 15 years, focused just on Marketing Cloud. Prior to being Marketing Cloud, it was Exact Target. So as I sit here and I listen into all these amazing questions and what's being presented, all I can say is throughout my entire career, when I was first starting out learning, about these different email service platform, which, stands for ES, which is the acronym for ESP, all I can say is that continue pushing yourself, continue asking questions. Like I'm looking at all the amazing questions that you guys have, and I'm like, 15 years, 13 plus years ago when I first started learning this, and I'm saying 13 because I'm not including the years I've been at Salesforce, I never had what you guys have today, which is leaders that are willing to take the time to educate you, which is a community that's standing by, willing to help you, willing to guide you, and willing to create resources to ensure that you know all of the ins and outs of Marketing Cloud and Pardot, so that you can take your career to the next level and also become the subject matter expert for one of the products. So as I sit here and listen, I'm extremely pleased with the overall direction of what I'm seeing in the community. I'm excited because there's so many people that is learning this amazing platform, Marketing Cloud and Pardot. But I want you guys to also take a step back and think of a tree. And I always use this to describe what it means to learn all of this is when you first start learning Marketing Cloud and Pardot, you think about a tree has many different branches. So in Marketing Cloud and Pardot, I see the careers that you can take as branches. You can be an architect, you can be a developer, you could be a data science, you could be an engineer, you could be data analytics, you can be an email operations. The last part of my career where when I was not a customer, I was just, the head of Center of Excellence for Aetna/CVS. So I didn't really send emails. I was just governing the Marketing Cloud platform and contract and, advising all the email teams on best practices and doing documentation, right? So it just goes to show you that the opportunities are endless when it comes to these platforms. Um, so that's why I'm excited that you guys all are here. You have amazing leaders in your community that's willing to carve out time to so that you can see all the possibilities within the platform. So I think now it's up to you as what you do with the information, right? It's up to you to push yourself and to continue learning and testing and putting yourself in the shoes of the customer, especially when it comes to the Marketing Cloud and Pardot platform, the overall end result of what the customer is going to receive. But I also want you guys to think outside the box and not think within the box. I think a lot of marketers, when they first learn the platform, Everybody wants to be this thing, and the thing is, I just want to build emails. And what you guys need to understand, it's bigger than just building emails. You also have to be a strategist. You have to be a designer, right? You have to think outside of what's in front of you. Because a lot of companies, they're not just looking for developers, right? I can go out and find a developer, but I want somebody that's tactical. I want somebody that has that strategy mindset. I want somebody that's also thinking about the end result. You send an email, then what? Right? And I'm saying this because I don't want you to just attend these sessions and say, okay, I've attended these sessions. Now I'm a subject matter expert because I know Marketing Cloud. Listen, I've been in this for 15 years. I can tell you guys, I don't know Marketing Cloud and I work for Salesforce, right? And MVPs can also say the same thing, right? The MVPs who are, they're at the top tier of the company, and, they're also subject matter experts. They'll say the same thing. I don't know Marketing Cloud, right? You can never be too sure because there's so many changes, Marketing Cloud. But also, like I said, I want you guys to also be tactical. I want you guys to be strategists. I want you all to understand when you send an email what happens, right? Then you become the total package. So with that, what I'm trying to say is, never stop learning. That's one of the things I always say to everybody. Never stop learning, never stop sharing, never stop supporting. Continue lifting each other up and continue educating each other. Everybody knows I'm always online. I'm always looking at what everybody's doing. I'm always commenting, I'm pinging, I'm networking, I'm talking, I'm connecting. I do that purposely because I want to be able to support in my limited capacity. I try to support everybody in whatever they're doing, and I also try to lend a helping hand whenever I can. So I love what you guys are doing. Continue doing it. Don't stop. Don't give up. I did a talk yesterday on perseverance. I know a lot of you are taking this course because you want to get certified in Marketing Cloud or certified in Pardot or certified in other Salesforce. What I want to say with that is, push yourself. Don't let one door close um, be your path, right? Don't let if you fail an exam, don't let that be the end all. Take that as a drive to push you, to be more successful. Let that be the point where you make that change and it drives you to even do more, or learn more, or really push yourself. So when one door closes, I always say another door of opportunity opens. Um, so again, love what you guys are doing. Thank you all for attending. Thank you guys for letting me participate in this. I'm excited for what to come for the community. I do have some marketing champions on here, so thank you, champions, for blazing your trail and allowing others to also blaze their trail.
Thank you so much, Gilda, for those wise words. Thank you for your support. This means a lot for us. I am sure all the trailblazers are now much motivated to learn Marketing Cloud and Pardot and get into it. So thank you so much. Okay, Prashant, you can take over now.
Thanks, Gilda. Share my screen again. Yeah. Okay. So we're back. So yeah. So I see different questions about how you can style and all. So this is one of the email template, where it's just about a Nike order. Once you order something, you get a confirmation email, right? So that's something such an email is that all you have to do is just go to the code view, and you can just use a AMP script or SSJS to complete different kind of information you would like to capture. Probably you want to display information from your external database when you integrate your Marketing Cloud with the external databases, right? So you do have the ability. Okay, so I think those points will be covered in your future lectures, where you have that FTP and everything, right? So I think those points will be covered later, how you will be able to connect to external databases. But you do have the ability to do so once you try to get the information. So you can utilize Automation Studio to do that, all your stuff. Okay, so querying and then getting the required information, and then displaying it on your email templates. Okay, so that's something you can do. Okay, So okay, so quickly go to, yeah, we are yet to cover just one more topic, dynamic content. Okay, so there are two types of dynamic content. First one is the dynamic content itself, and the second one is the enhanced dynamic content. Okay, so both the purpose is the same, but what's the difference between these both is, one, in the enhanced dynamic content, it lets you to import the entire content through a file. Okay, it might be a comma delimited like a CSV file, or else probably some other delimited file. Okay, where you can place your text and image and say, hey India, all you have to do is display one, uh, that India loves Astro image, or probably if it's US, you would like to just display Astro image, or probably if it's ANZ or Australia, New Zealand, then probably brand image, right? So if at all you would like to display such, and you do not want to go build it, instead you would like to, you already have a file with a delimiter, and you would like to just push the file like a data loading the data into the Salesforce. All you have to do is upload, go to the content builder. I've showed this to you earlier. All you have to do is click on enhanced content and upload your content over there. Okay, all you have to do is just map the columns, and then you can just import the information into your marketing cloud and utilize for your emails. Okay, that's um, that's one of the points for enhanced dynamic content. This is because, like, instead of using the am script, you would like to render the different information, you can utilize that. And as I already mentioned, the import file contains the names of the dynamic content assets, and the rows contain the content variations. Okay, so it will be stored in the content library, and you can utilize it in the email templates blocks, both the emails and the templates, in the sense list emails as well as the template emails as well. Okay, so you can also link your enhanced dynamic content to an audience during the import. So probably if at all you would like to link it to a specific list or a data extension, you can do that, so that that enhanced dynamic content that you're trying to upload will only be available for that specific, or the subscribers part for you. Okay, so when adding that block onto your email, you do have that restriction, you can just utilize that. I did mention some of how to import the file and the steps to that. This has been extracted from help.salesforce.com, uh, or, which should always be your go-to, right? So you do have this content again on the same portal, but I'll be sharing the slide deck with Kathy later point of time, which I think you should be receiving that. Okay, how do you create an content import file? How do you upload it? Is all the steps mentioned it over here. Okay, so let's see, like, just a basic at least, the dynamic content, how it works and all. Okay, okay, so let me just go back. So let's open the same email that we were trying to build. Okay, just click on edit. Okay, so now I just choose the dynamic content in the advanced content section. Okay, so these are in the advanced section. Okay, so all you have to do is just again drag drop. Okay, so you choose the content. Okay, now I just say I just want to display this image. Okay, I would like to write a rule. Okay, so it might be a profile attribute, because I choose a profile attribute because country is at a person level. Okay, so I just want to say, hey country, drag and drop. Okay, equal to India. Okay, so I just click on, sorry. Mhm. No, I did something wrong. Oh, I didn't select the content. So I just want to display this image. Okay, if it's country equal to India, I would like to display this message. Save. Right, so I do have that over here. Now, if it is not India or probably some other country, the default image will be displayed. Okay, or the default content will be displayed. But if the particular prospect's country is India, then this rule try to will execute, and it will display this particular image. You can always create as many rules as possible. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so probably if it's USA, I just want to have a different image. Okay, so something, it's a Mintra logo. Okay, so I can just click on save, and you can see all the rules, right? So I can just duplicate it if I want to utilize the same image for some other content, probably Canada and Mexico, South and North. I just want to utilize the same. You can use that. Or probably even for Bangladesh or Saudi, something you would like to utilize the same image, you can just duplicate that and utilize it. Okay, that's how the dynamic content works. Okay, so I just click on done editing. All you have to do is just click save and exit. So again, sorry, I did just forget to show you one more thing. In the builder itself, you do have the ability to change the views from desktop to mobile if at all you would like to see how it looks like. So you might have noticed this if you are familiar with the Pardot, right? So with the latest email builder, you might have noticed on the top in the Lightning email builder, you should be seeing this mobile and desktop view. Similarly, it was way before implemented in Marketing Cloud. Okay, so we do have desktop and mobile view. How does it looks like? You can just give a view, and then you can just go see it in the Litmus Tool. Okay, so that's about the dynamic content. Yeah, so we are almost at the end. One more slide, and we are good to go. So what are the different emails and types? There are many kind of emails that you can send through Salesforce Marketing Cloud. It's transactional emails that you can do, probably a newsletter emails that you will be receiving if you are signing up for something. Okay, subscriptions on your websites or probably something else. So triggered emails, if at all there are some triggered emails that are getting triggered through journey builders and all, you can get those. Promotional emails, something like, say for example, I have added one of the item into the cart. Okay, and then I haven't checked out. So but uh, what happens is the Commerce Cloud portal will get linked up with Salesforce Marketing Cloud, and then it tries to analyze the information that comes from the Commerce Cloud and checks, okay, this person has added the item into the cart, but he hasn't checked it out. Okay, so what it does is it just waits for some time, or probably you can set the rule as waiting time for a period of 24 hours. Later point of time, if at all you would like to, if at all the person has not checked out yet, what happens is it just tries to, you can create a journey builder and send him a promotional email, say, hey, utilize save 5, get a 5% extra discount on the item that is in your cart. Okay, such type of promotional emails can be sent. Okay, notification emails, probably if at all you would like to send a notification to your sales team, or probably your marketing managers about the new prospects that are landing onto the platform. If at all you would like to do that, you can do that. Lead nurturing. Okay, so the most common use what we do with the journey builder is lead nurturing. Okay, and relationship marketing also can also be done. Okay, so these are the different kinds of emails that you can send through Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Okay, we are at the end. Let me see if I have. Yeah, presentation can be shared. I think Kathy will be sharing the presentation. Reference block. Let me just go to this one. Okay, so added a reference saying cloud page, selecting that. Okay, so this is my reference. Okay, so you know if I just want to have some reference content, all I have to do is utilize the reference block, get the information, and then place it over here. Okay, so probably I'll help you with some more content on the reference block, through some articles for you, Anu. Okay, I can help you with that. I never utilized reference block a lot, so I don't know any if there is any use case to utilize the reference block. Pretty much what we use in our day to day is the buttons, code snippets, free forms, image blocks, text, dynamic content, enhanced dynamic content, image carousels, is something that we do. Social follow, social share is something that we use on a regular basis. Okay, but for you reference content, I'll try to get some content for you onto the reference content, and I'll share it with you. Okay, so probably you can just ping me on somewhere in Twitter or so. Probably I can share you more information on that. Okay,